Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is a special video as I have DJ with me. And DJ, what we're going to do today is we're going to bet $1,500 on NHL futures. Are you ready?
Ready. You're sitting there looking like an idiot.
Well, is that any different than normal?
This is the first time I will admit was unbelievably wrong. Oops, wrong channel.
You couldn't have said it better. Yes, DJ, a week and a half ago made that clip and then just completely forgot about it last week on our live stream, when we streamed Underdog Drafts. And then yesterday we were gonna go live on the, do our normal weekly stream, but Fired Up Fantasy, the crazy bastard over there, had been streaming for 8 hours when we joined his stream at 8 o'clock, and we stayed with him till 11 o'clock. We were not saying at 9 o'clock, hey, actually, we're going to go do our thing with, 400 subscribers and 10 people, waiting to watch at any time in the year. We're going to stay with you. So we did that. And the video was not able to be used. But DJ, well done. Great video.
Thank you. Excited for everything, really. We're back. We have intros. We have maybe I'll make an outro. Maybe that could be the outro. I haven't decided, but we're back. We're live, and hockey's almost here. So it feels pretty good. We're getting this done before I head off to Italy. I will not go into any amount of time on that. I will wait until I return and go over it with you guys. But Matt, it is Thursday night as we record. It is 27 days.
It is Shea Theodore days until Vegas opening night. I don't know if Vegas is on the opening slate or not, but
it's 10-8.
Okay.
So
I'm not doing that math. I don't.
19 plus 8. It's 27. Wait, are they on the opening slate? I'm going to look at this now, and you can start talking about whatever you'd like.
All right. So the premise of what we're doing here is for the NFL season, DraftKings goes, hey, we gave you a deposit bonus up to $5,000, 100% match. And I'm like, sweet. So I'm literally, scraping together pennies, digging under couch cushions, getting ready to make this deposit before week 1, only to find out it's not 100% match. It's 100% match with bonus bets. So loaded into my DraftKings account where $5,000 worth of $500 bonus bets. That's just the way the terms and conditions were. Whatever. I'm not complaining because that day I degened some MLB home runs, and made more than $5,000 off of the bets. But I still have 3 left over. I've also turned it into a couple tennis underdogs. I think I made like 4 home runs that day. 2 of them hit. And then 4 tennis bets, and 1 or 2 of those hit, which has cleared, because I'm doing long shots with the bonus bets. So I'm doing a little bit of a bit here, to get some content for the new YouTube channel. But yes, we will be betting $1,500 on NHL futures. DJ and I, we're going to comb through all the options available to me here in Pennsylvania. And we're going to pick our 3 favorites. And for DJ's time, I'm offering him 20% of for all the winnings that we get. There are going to be winnings, DJ. We're finding long shots, but they're going to hit, damn it.
20% of 0 is still 0, baby. Let's go. No, I mean, yeah, this would be a lot of fun. I have a few in mind, a few ideas. But I know at the end of the day, you'll be clicking the buttons. 26 days actually, because it's the 7th, not the 8th. I was off by a day. Opening night in the NHL. Lot to cover. I mean, the big news of the day, of course, was Georgiev signing in Buffalo. I mean, everybody's favorite goalie 2 years ago to pick 50th overall is now a Sabre. That must mean he is the starter in Rochester. Anyways, other than that, Is there any takes you want to get off your chest about Kirill Kaprizov or Connor McDavid or the Hughes brothers before we get into the betting?
I'm not their agent. I don't care.
Perfect. Yeah, I think what's the most likely scenario in all outcomes in the NHL is the players are going to stay exactly where they fucking are, and they almost always do. We will see if that changes this time around.
All right. So let's start working from right to left here on the on the old DraftKings odds page because I suspect that the more boring
those
milk
are
toast
well,
odds are the
yeah.
team futures. So what do we have here? Is this anything worthwhile?
I
Nope.
don't remember ever clicking that, honestly.
So Kirill Kaprizov to record one shot in every game, 9-1. Obviously, he needs to stay healthy. And then
9
Leon,
to
Matthews, Kaprizov to score 50 each is 25-1. I think I'll pass. And
yeah, those are bad.
we'll come back to these. All right. Were
There
you
it
going to say
is.
something?
No, I just did those countdown to puck drops I haven't even looked at. And 9-1 for a shot in every game seems bad. Like there's so much variance.
Yes.
I don't.
Like literally, even if they make the playoffs in game 82, he sits. Like, yeah, you're screwed. So
Yeah,
that's easy.
no. The Olympics, of course, we're betting all 1,500 on USA to win gold. Pretty standard stuff.
Yep. Thanks for coming out, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. I mean, you want to get me excited for something? Talk to me about the Olympics though, because again, international hockey, best on best is my favorite form of hockey. I think next to, of course, the playoffs, it really couldn't get any better than that. And we get playoffs every year, but we haven't had best on best in the actual Olympics since I was a freshman in college.
Yes.
I couldn't be more excited. I'm not joking. This isn't me playing last night I pulled up YouTube and it was recommended the TJ Oshie shootout, and I watched the entire 10 or 12 minutes of that shootout. And I remember waking up and watching that at I think it was like 7 or 8 in the morning. And my roommate was like half asleep. And then I couldn't help myself. I was like getting excited as it went to overtime, and he got up and we were going crazy, like a core memory. So very excited. Anything about the Olympics? I'm guessing you're not actually clicking buttons here.
I'm not. I don't have any strong takes. I was gonna look at the Sweden number, but I think 5-1 is a little light for what I want to do. So
I'm a little surprised with Switzerland being so high, but I think you look at the roster and you could see the pieces there. Just to me, it feels like what is the mark of a surprise team in the Olympics, and that's
goaltending. Who is their goal? Yeah, who is their goalie?
And oh man, Huso? No, it's wow, I'm really blanking, and I know it's someone that's not great, but I don't want to look it up. I want to just think of it, and I'm not going to. Oh, man, yeah,
because I mean the one that I think of is I think Jonas Hiller, but obviously that's last time in the Olympics
in the NHL anymore. I'm just gonna look at the teams to see if someone comes to mind. Ville Huso's not. No, he's Finnish, I think. That was the name that came to my brain, and it's not right. Oh man, this is gonna bother me. This is terrible content too for ever. I mean, who else has a good goal? I mean, one thing while we're looking into this a little bit, and we probably could look it up, but Italy has a real goalie. I'm not sure if you looked into this.
They literally don't have a real goalie. Switzerland.
Really?
Sandro Eschliman,
okay.
Stefan Charlin, and Leonardo Giannoni. So
okay.
Giannoni is going to be the starter, but he's 37. So
Italy has a second round pick for the Ducks. A prospect has pretty good numbers in the juniors. He's 20 years old, but the highest ever drafted Italian-born player. He is a actual goalie. I think comparatively to France, they have a pretty big leg up. They have one other potential prospect. So I'll be excited to actually watch some of those games. I think they'll be a lot of fun to watch countries that we never see, like Italy and France. Really, Germany's going to have Leon Draisaitl. We're going to see everything but Russia, of course, which is we've already mentioned nothing we can fucking do about it. So I might as well just work with what we got.
Yeah, I mean that's a damn shame that we don't get Russia, but obviously, I would be very interested to see them on the best on best stage. I did want to just mention the idea that I sent to Brett the other day, because I was in the shower and I literally dreamed this up. Olympic
Thinking about
hockey
dudes in the
gauntlet.
shower. Oh,
The
sorry. Go on.
Olympic hockey gauntlet. The timing is
Okay.
perfect post NFL because the Super Bowl is on the 8th and the men's hockey starts on the 11th. So like you pay out the gauntlet and then you refund that into the men's ice hockey. 6-man drafts, just like Zamboni or the gauntlet drafts in football. Group play is round 1. The quarterfinals is round 2. The semifinals round 3, and then the gold and bronze round is round 4. The IHF, they track goals, assists, shots, blocks, and hits. So you just do exactly what you do for the Zamboni, but apply it to the Olympics. That would be an unbelievable level of game theory and excitement to get on board with this Olympics. I don't think it's going to happen because he said it would be considered a new sport on their end. But if anyone wants to pressure him, that's my pitch for Olympic
I
underdog drafts.
I will go straight to the top if I have to.
Perfect.
I will go to Jeremy Levine right away. But yeah, no, I mean it
All right.
sounds unbelievable. I mean, I hope the
Anyway,
Olympics bring us everything we want and more. But we can get on to the
all
rest
right,
of it.
nothing here. Let's move on. This is probably our first spot where we're going to find possible discussions. I should mention for the bonus bets, um, it's $500 and you don't get the stake back. So basically, what that means is if I were to bet something minus 100, like I wouldn't get $1,000 back. I would get $500 if it hits. So the math of it, the longer the odds, the better. Which it's interesting. It kind of sucks. That's why bonus bets aren't really a 100% match, for example, because it's basically a $250 match if you bet it at minus 100, and it's a $500 match. It's a $490 match if you bet a plus 100 bet, but you're only getting paid out 1% of the time. So it's like a tricky math problem to like optimize how much do you get back versus like actually getting something back. But I digress. Regular season goalie wins leader. Anything jump out to you on this table?
I mean, yeah, there's a few guys here that I think you could consider, obviously, but like, I think the number one, you know, uh, problem is Sergei Bobrovsky is a perfect example of a team that probably and very likely won't be putting all their eggs in the basket of their best players. Like Tarasov is going to get run. So you're kind of trying to pick a team that's going to be really good, but needs to compete and doesn't, have a backup that's obviously going to steal starts. Like Logan Thompson at 40-1. It's like, do you go back to, I mean, are they really going to just not play Lindgren for, 25, 30 games? It kind of feels like that's going to happen. So I think if I gunned ahead, I kind of think I like Aiden Hill. Like the Pacific should be competitive. He's shown flashes of being a pretty good goalie. And at 12-1, they get Marner. Like they could be going for the conference, right? And who is their backup? And I mean that literally. Like I don't think it's Samsonov anymore. Like I don't.
Schmidt, I think.
Yeah,
Akira Schmidt.
Akira Schmid. I think that's the guy that jumps off the page to me. I get that
Yeah,
Hellebuck and Vasilevsky feel like the easy chalk to pick from, but like,
yeah.
I don't know. I think you're better off going with Hill.
No strong takes from me here, but I will just mention Gustafson and Binnington. I think are interesting given the team and the projected workload. I think Binnington is unquestionably St. Louis's starter. I know last year there was some Hofer stuff, but Binnington, went out, had a great year, was great down the stretch, started them in the playoffs, is going to be Canada's goalie at the Olympics, like 50-1 for a good team. In my opinion, seems pretty nice, and I don't think he has the same backup fear that say an Anthony Stolarz does, or Kochetkov for that matter. And then Gustafson is just sort of like that next tier where I don't think they're gonna start. I don't think they're giving much work to the fuck's that age,
Wallstead.
So that's like interesting when he's next to Olmark and Vimelka, who I don't think the teams are nearly as good in front of those guys.
I think if you're climbing down the board, I almost go all the way down to Dostal. I mean, you kind of made the bold case around Anaheim, and it's like the actual stone cold boldest of cases is Dostal winning 40 games. I mean, like if they, well, that might be a little bit high, but what other goalie is going to they actually go on that God run? He's starting every night. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'd almost rather go down that far, even to Saros potentially. Like those are the players that I think are the most interesting outside of the ones I think could potentially get there a little bit. We look at last year. I mean, yeah, it was a runaway for Hellebuck, but I'm not, losing my mind
Yeah.
over how far ahead he was than Hill last year because a bit of an anomaly. If he falls back down to earth,
Yep.
it's
All right.
anyone's game.
So a couple ideas, nothing too strong here. The rookie class. This is something that I don't think I would be comfortable betting right now. I want to wait, 2 weeks to bet it, just because we'll get a better sense of where guys are slotting in to their respective teams. Um, Off the rip, though, rookie points leaders, Demidov is the clear runaway favorite, plus 200 for that. Misa plus 600 just signed his deal, so it seems like he's at least going to start in the NHL. A few names that jumped out to me: Ryan Leonard 18-1, Zeev Buium 25-1, and Ville Koivunen at 30-1. I think all three have a chance to be power play one for their respective
Yeah.
teams. I don't think Leonard is likely, but I think it's possible, and I think Buium's a certain lock. And we saw Koivunen be the power play one guy last year. He just took it over from Malkin in the last few weeks of the season. No clue under a new coach if that sticks or not, but a name to keep in mind because
little lower too. If you like another guy here at 40-1, Alexander Nikishin. I mean, like if the toppest of top cases comes out for him on Carolina on the top power play, like I would not disrespect anybody for grabbing that. I don't know if there's really anybody. I mean, there's guys down here that are interesting, like Bradley Nadeau has been sort of this, like, how is it not going to work with his numbers in the AHL last year in Chicago? Chicago Wolves for Carolina Hurricanes. 75-1 though. It's like, where is he going to fit in? Right. I don't see it.
Oh yeah.
Catton, it seems like could be a big role. Urov, if Rossi re-signed, which he did, it's like that kind of died. Rooker McGroarty, again, there's the guys you can make a case for, but I think it's really hard for me to actually jump on them when I see Nikishin, who had arguably the best KHL stats ever for a defenseman. I don't think that's even minorly outlandish. Like,
no, he was unbelievable.
That just is true.
There.
I mean, it is true. So yeah, Buium for the long guys. I mean, defenseman won it last year.
Yeah, and then a couple Islanders and Shabanov and Calgary, I think, are worth keeping an eye on, to see if one of them plays with Horvat Barzal, for example, because that spot's wide open on the island, and that would be quite good for their odds there. Nothing I want to bet on right now though, so let's move over to power play points. Clear leaders: Connor McDavid plus 260, Nikita Kucherov plus 350. McKinnon 7-1, Draisaitl 10-1. I can look at what last year looked like for this. So let's see, power play counts. Who led last year in power play points? Nikita Kucherov ran away with it, 46 points to McKinnon 38, Keller 37, Nachas Raymond 37. Any interest in chasing some longer odds on any of those three? Do you think those are sustainable?
I think the most interesting one there, honestly, is kind of Nachos, because he does seem pretty integral to the same power play as McKinnon. And like, I don't know if he's inherently more likely to get the same amount of points. It kind of feels like you're praying for a little bit of magic that might not get there, but that is at least of note. I know some of those came in Carolina as well, where he was pretty good on their power play before he got traded. Jack Eichel is a name that also kind of jumps off the page. Like, that power play really was pretty good for reasons that it should only get better. Like, they didn't like Dadonov made it so Eichel could kind of shine, but the puck still flows through Jack Eichel, and it's going to flow through Eichel, Marner, Theodore to feed a little bit of Dadonov. But like, I really don't hate the idea of taking a look at Jack Eichel as kind of a guy that like kind of boom for. So
yeah, Nachas went down slightly, his individual points percentage in Colorado, but so I don't think that's totally something I'd want to chase. Eichel's very interesting. Where is he? 30-1.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's probably the most interesting of the bunch for me.
Yeah, Eichel had 34 last year. Yes, Marner's contender to take that from him. He had 33 in Toronto. They were both equally involved in their respective power plays. I do think Eichel gets more of a trigger though
Yeah, me too.
than last year, so that would inherently, I think, make him more likely to get the points. So, let's
Like if that again, like what are we really thinking here? Like if they are
yes,
the number one power play in the league, what does
yes.
that look like? I
Last
mean, that's how we're
and
playing this, you know.
yeah, I should mention that last year we did a Kevin Fiala, I think we talked about because of
Yeah,
his year in year out dominance of his team's power plays as far as like when
it's
they score, he gets a point like every time.
yeah,
And he did it again last year. He got a point on 81% of his team's power play goals, and that is a real sticky thing. You know, he's above 80
yeah.
5 times in the last 8 years and never below 75. Like
No,
absolutely
Matt,
insane shit.
you're not going to believe what I'm about to say next, but that power play was bad, and their coach is a fucking idiot. And the question is he going to actually put together the best power play with like a Quentin Byfield,
Yeah.
Fiala, Kempe, Clark, like the best players? What would really, really boost that up quite a bit?
Yeah, well, he's
We're
not even listed, so
any,
we can dream. But
but
yeah.
he should be because I like him.
He's
Okay, that's fine.
all right, but we'll put a pin in Eichel. I really like that one though. Maybe we'll come back
Yeah,
to it. Shots on goal leader for the season. Last year, the leaders, where is it? Here, were McKinnon, Pasternak, extreme lead over Werenski, Brady Kachuk, who missed 10 games, Forsberg, Kadri, Boldy, Kyle Connor, Kucherov. Austin Matthews missed 15 games and was up here.
yeah.
Um, so,
Do you remember who
I
I
think it's
bet?
a. You bet. Oh, did you bet
Believe
Caulfield?
it. Yeah, I did. I think it was like
Okay.
60 to 1 or 50. It was 50 at least. I know it was very, very high.
Yeah.
Didn't get
Yeah.
home.
He is
No,
75 to 1 again.
yeah, this wasn't. Yeah. I mean, it's
Boldy at 50, Tage at 50 are both
yeah,
interesting. Uh, I mean, Matthews, you do have to worry about injury, I think, with him, just given his history for these. And honestly, the goals leaders probably more. You just look at Austin Matthews, you go, yeah, that's a Rocket guy. So, um, I don't know. And then Forsberg at 15 is interesting, but I do think I would prefer to take a much longer shot at this market than anything else. So,
yeah.
any interest in Sidney Crosby, DJ? Sidney
I mean,
Crosby to lead the league in shots at
uh,
age
a hundred,
45
a
million.
100 to 1 Dorofaev. I mean, look back at those stats from last year. Like, I'm not saying it's likely, and you're going to be doing quite a bit of praying for things to go as right as they did last year, but like he wasn't
Mhm.
incredibly far off the league lead.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
I don't think this offense got worse by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think his role got nuked by Marner being added. Like that wasn't his
among
line. I would be shocked if he isn't line two, power play one
yeah,
still.
among players with 750 minutes last year, there were 29 of them. Dorofeyev was fifth in the NHL in shots per 60. So
And
if
the role,
you,
the role got bigger throughout the year. And like I'm saying, I think it continues to
yep,
be as large.
that is another very interesting one. Um,
Like
so
that is the player we thought he was.
I will
It's
say,
not like it was an anomaly, but it's a tough click for opponent's bet in my
yeah,
opinion. But I get that the odds kind of get
let's see.
magnified.
What's the, I guess Boldy wasn't on this ordering.
He missed
So
time, didn't he? Miss
25.
No, I guess he didn't miss that much time.
Cutter 24th. Yeah. Boldy did not miss a game, so he just got there through accumulation more
If you
so
could do
than
like the
rate.
golf where it's like top five, I would just be jamming Cutter top five.
Oh, oh my
Oh,
God. Yeah,
Will
hold
Smith is on there. Where are you, Cutter?
on. Will Smith.
Will
Uh,
Smith. If we're talking hits in the
Cutter
face by the
300 to 1.
Giga Jam.
Honestly, though, Michkov at 300 to 1 is equally interesting, I think. I mean,
I
I'm
mean,
not gonna
I
like
call me DJ Burns $5 on two different bets because I'm about to put $5
yeah.
on both of them.
Yeah. God, let me just look at the last 20 games here before I move on because I want to say Michkov was actually very good last 20 game stretch of the year. So I just want to make sure I'm not. I guess
Remember
no
when
one
we were
played
gonna
750 minutes.
remember when we were gonna be really fast with the show and we're 27 minutes in and we've made 0 bets? Is this surprising to everybody or just me?
All right, last 20 games of the year, Dorofaya league in shots per 60, Cutter second, and all right, Michkov was 30th. Still good, but not Cutter level. So okay, Cutter might literally be a bet here. You do have to.
You're not in on the Michkov train for $5.
You just, I mean, sure, for $5, whatever. Like
All right.
I'm thinking of.
I think I'm gonna double it and put it both on Cutter.
All right. Any takes
Or
on
Sorry,
Alex Bump? Any takes on most goals scored in the NHL or fewest goals allowed in the NHL? For reference,
I've never considered it. Honestly, I think I'm more interested in least goals allowed because I feel like you could kind of pretty easily figure out which team was super unlucky and then look at like what if anything got fixed there.
Yeah, Winnipeg, LA, Vegas for the top 3 in that mark. Tampa was second, or Tampa led the league in goals for and was 4th in goals against.
You want to hear my hot take here is actually the Rangers
to lead the league in goals.
No, fewest. I'm talking fewest.
Fewest. Oh, okay. With Sullivan
allowed. Sullivan comes in. Igor gets back on track. What's his name? Gavrikov actually mattered a lot. Fox gets back on track. Like this team, offensively, they should be good defensively. Like their forwards should make them good defensively. Like I don't really see
no Ryan Lindgren.
No Ryan Lindgren. Like who did the most in the offseason to get better defensively than the Rangers? And right, like last year at this time, I don't have the numbers in front of me. No way they were. Where even are they? Am I blind?
They're 40-1.
40-1, right? I mean, last year they were probably 10-1 to lead this, and people were clicking the buttons. Like, I think that's the sort of like which team got marketably better. Like, oh, it's the Flames or the Rangers. Who's going to allow fewer goals? It's like, are you stupid? Like the Rangers are actually not that bad.
Okay.
Or Buffalo if you're brave.
I was when you said them. Let's see. I was
30.
Yeah, 30-1 for most goals scored was where my head went. But I get that. All right.
I have a $20 bonus bet. Do I just put that on Cutter Gauthier to
lead the? There you go.
All right,
no, I mean, I'm gonna. The longer the odds, the better. Like that's literally.
I'm gonna wait till the end here. I'm gonna wait till the end here. All right. I'm gonna definitely use that. I'm gonna bet these as well on my own.
Right. But any team that's a long shot to get 100 points stand out to you? Sabres 650.
No. Well, I mean, again,
Flyers 1000. Okay.
I made the case very minorly, like when these like when odds first got announced for teams, that like the Sabres to make the playoffs was actually a good bet, and to see Dom Lucian come out and say like that's like his favorite bet, I finally locked it in.
We are gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We are gonna get there.
But yeah, 100 points. Let's not be ludicrous.
Yeah, 110 points. I could see LA or Winnipeg being of interest. They're sort of right on that line that I would want, to like maximize odds of cashing something with getting, money back. But yeah, I think we can move forward because I don't think there's going to be a 120 point team this year. Least points.
I mean, Pittsburgh is the best if you're, Yeah,
7-1. If they trade Sid, I mean,
it gets nuked.
I don't. On the Quinn Hughes thing, Vancouver's interesting. Like if they fall flat, if Pettersson sucks, he moves to New Jersey in December, and it's not.
I think that's that's the crazy pick. Other than
it's just so hard. It's so hard to overcome Chicago and San Jose.
Yeah. I mean, again, if you could bet the head-to-head on those two at reasonable odds, I take the Sharks all day over Chicago. Like the Sharks actually went out and got better, and they were worse last year. But Chicago, I think, maybe got. I don't know if I want to say worse, but like like worse probably defensively. Like adding just a bunch of 19-year-olds is not going to make this team a better
Yep,
defensive unit in front of but most goals allowed if it's offered. You know what I mean? Type of situation.
for sure. All right, this is I mean, we've talked a lot about players with but awards. Let's start at something. Yeah, let's do the Jennings goalies. I mean, that would be clearly the uh, what the fuck, Igor. 45 to
Yeah.
1 for that. So that would be the bet if since
Yeah.
obviously if he's on the team with the lowest goals against average, they've allowed the fewest goals because every team's playing 82 games unless it's the COVID year, part two. So there's I think some value there.
Yeah, that might be better
Um,
bet. Honestly, I don't know.
yes, I believe that is because it was 40 to 1, right?
Yeah,
Actually,
40 or 40.
Gustafson. Wait,
Yeah,
Gustafson at 40 to 1 feels crazy. What was Minnesota for fewest?
it was like
35.
40,
Okay.
35. Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely value on both of those. If you want to bet it, bet the William M. Jennings Award,
Yeah, I mean, they must just be baking in a little bit of like
like
these backup
injury.
goalies could also be good in injuries. Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
because all that matters is you start at least 40 games. I think it is. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's what it,
Yeah,
or maybe it's like
why
30 or something. Because I'm pretty sure you can split the
Akira,
Jennings with
Akira
someone.
Schmid 13 to 1? Huh?
What? Okay, maybe there is a William M. Jennings trophy.
Yeah, am I missing
Okay,
something
20.
here?
So if they play 25 games, they're eligible.
Yeah,
So they
I
would
guess.
split it. And I don't know if that means you would split the payout. You know, if Aiden Hill and Schmid won it, would you get half of plus
I don't know,
350? I
right?
don't know.
Isn't that really strange?
It is.
I mean, Igor shouldn't concede that many games to no, I guess
No,
he
the
probably would.
quick.
Oh, it's not maybe at
I
25,
don't
but
think so. Yeah, I mean,
how many games
60
did Quick
starts for
start last year?
Igor.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, you're right. I think
question.
it's not that. I mean, it's close. That's my point. It's like it's really not that crazy. Like
Yeah, I guess
that's
I
it.
papered over it.
I didn't.
All
Yeah,
right.
that okay. Whatever.
Anyway, the Lady Bing, the if Pedersen has a good year, I could see it sort of being like the hey, because a reminder that the comeback award thing. What God? What is? I'm thinking of football, but what's it in
What
hockey?
Matt
Not the
Masperson? Oh, Matt
yeah the
Masperson.
Masterton. That's
Yeah.
not something you can bet on, but I don't think Pedersen's like injury would amount to a Masterton trophy. So like if he has like the sort of season that he's going in the first round of fantasy drafts next year, you could see that sort of being like the hey, he doesn't take penalties and he's got a good story, you know, did really well. So I think
Mm-hmm.
25 to one's a little interesting for that. Um,
Yeah. It's probably gonna be an old guy, and it's I don't know. I have no
it's a
idea.
it's a
That's not
Lady
who won it.
Bing.
Was it? Yeah, who won it last? I was gonna say Barkov won it last year, but that might be wrong.
Kopitar,
Kopitar,
Slavin,
yeah,
Kopitar, Connor, Slavin. Okay.
they like
I, I,
Kopitar and they
I
like
sense a
Slavin.
theme. I sense a theme here.
I
So,
would, I mean, just give it to Ovi.
God, I mean, can you give it to a Russian? I don't think you could.
This is a good point. It's going to a
Yeah.
Canadian, so that's first, or an American, I guess, for Slavin. Actually, you know,
No,
I
I
mean,
mean
sounds like
literally
Kopitar is from
because
Slovenia.
I mean literally because of the war. Like a Russian getting the good guy award. Like
Yeah,
I find that pretty unlikely,
there was
honestly.
a war. Oh my God, Mitch Marner getting it. That's the funniest. That is the best case scenario for me.
The fuck Toronto award. Congratulations.
I will find him and give him that.
All
I'm
right.
sure he'd love it.
The Selkie Barkov is just gonna win it, whatever. Every
Yeah, who
year with
cares?
this shit. Um, I I don't even want to spend time on that. Calder, we talked about this a little bit. I think the
Yeah,
points leader is more interesting, though. Askarov at 25 to 1 is uh, certainly
not
viable.
nothing.
Yeah,
I think there could be a feeling that last year Dustin Wolf got a little bit, unlucky to not be more in the running on it, and like should have maybe like I could see them reverse course if another goalie does something anywhere close to similar. So
Mhm.
I like that a lot. I mean,
Levshinov,
if Alex Bump offered,
Alex Bump is offered 100-1.
I mean, lock it up.
God,
The
no one
goat.
hates money more than DJ Mitchell.
His name is DJ Hates Money Mitchell. And you know why
I think
they call him that?
Levshinov is
Okay.
legitimately interesting. Defenseman
Yeah.
on Chicago could be the power play guy there. I mean, people are just handing it to fucking Sam
Rinsell.
Rinzel, and it's like
Yeah.
he was the second overall pick a year ago. Like, I don't know. It seems a little far fetched for me to believe
Yeah.
Rinzel's taking it
The
over.
reports out of camp today too were like very, very, very positive for Levshinov being like just a different looking player than everybody else. Like I like
Okay,
that. I think that
I
it
haven't
feels,
I haven't seen that yet, so that is exciting. I do like that.
but are you not a Sabres homer? You're not gonna bet Constant Hellenius?
I I don't think he makes a team.
Well, all right. Cowards do coward things.
Like,
Where even is he?
I don't even think. No, that's Leo Wallenius. Close, not
We're almost
um,
there.
Kantz. No, he's not even
Well,
offered.
the cowards are being cowardice.
All
Tough,
right,
tough break.
Vezina. I mean, we talked about
I
Igor.
don't
That's crazy.
understand how
Like,
he's 7-1,
yeah,
and yet like, what the hell is going on? They're like, well, the Ranger effect. Like, I don't really get.
yeah. They're
I don't get
saying that
anything.
the environment's going to be so bad that like he's gonna not lead the league in
But
whatever, but
it's
he's
gonna
gonna be
be good
great.
now.
Like,
Like, it should be better.
yeah,
I disagree. The
yeah.
market is wrong, and I am right.
I'm I'm with you on the Jennings. Like that is one that I will probably come back to. I think we can agree though on the Norris. Shea Theodore at 75-1 almost has to be in our consideration set here.
Yeah.
We've laid it out many a time. You know, he's my highest owned
The-
best puck player,
yeah.
but
I mean,
any qualms?
no, I really don't. I mean, just looking at this board too, it just feels like it's such a easy thing to click on. I mean, there's other names I like. I think at some point, Darlene is going to win one. It just matters if the Sabres get there, right? Like, and I don't even think it's just getting there, but it's like Darlene really has to be 90 plus points. Um, so I don't hate that kind of a look, other than Theodore, who I think is the best odds. And like, I think the only other guy you can make an argument for is Sanderson, like a guy that like feels a little bit a notch ahead of other guys. And people love him defensively. I don't think they love Theodore quite as much defensively. So like it's kind
Mhm.
of a bit of a good omen for him to get where he needs to go. Yeah, I mean, you can make a case for
Yeah.
a number of guys here, but like I think it's like you're kind of Brent there. I mean Brant Clark, never mind. Easy.
Brant Clark. I mean, come on. If Drew Doughty would just retire tomorrow, I would be racing to bet that, and only to see Brant Clark play 12 minutes a night.
Well, remember he's bad
Um,
defensively because their coach is an idiot and doesn't play him, so everyone
yeah.
just assumes he must be
Well,
bad defensively, even though he's
he's
not.
not bad defense. Yeah, he's
I know,
literally
as I'm
like their
saying. It's
pairings.
just
No, you look at their pairings from last year. Obviously, Gavrikov is gone, so it's different. But like without Doughty, their main three pairings were something like Anderson, Gavrikov, Edmondson, Clark, and Spence, whoever was the sixth guy, and all of
yeah,
them had expected goals per 60 against below 2. Like they were just
yeah.
unbelievably good defensively, and it was
I
like
think
actually Drew Doughty needs to play 89 minutes a night for us.
yeah. I think the only other player I'm going to make a case for, and I mentioned this to you and you called me, I believe the stupidest person on the planet is Jacob Slavin. Like he has to get a lot of points to get there, but at 100-1,
He will never
like
do that. Like I
okay, but what if Magic Fairy Dust and puck bounces and he ends up with 60
oh,
points because he plays
then
25 minutes a
Carolina's
night?
then Sebastian Aho is going to lead the league in scoring by 12 points. Like I
Okay.
do not, or Ellers, I guess. But like
Parlay it together. Parlay it together,
it's just,
baby.
it's just
You
not
could buy a
not a
house in
thing.
Aruba.
Um God, fucking clown. Absolute clown over here.
Dude, the
Um
hockey media is slobbering over Jacob Slavin like I've never seen before. They're like, have you ever seen a guy play defense? And I'm like, kinda. Jesus Christ, relax. Okay, we get it. He
Jesus.
broke up the pass. Ooh, like I don't know. It is like really like he just like breaks up a normal pass, and they're just like, that is the slappy. That is the real slappy shit. Is to watching Jacob Slavin break up a pass and everyone losing their goddamn minds now.
All right. Just on the Shea Theodore note, you look back the last 3 seasons, you sort by points per 60, and yes, McCarr and Hughes are a nose ahead, but neither one has been the healthiest the last few years. And Shea Theodore is fourth behind only Adam Fox in points per 60 over the last 3 years. He no longer has Petrangelo in front of him. The team adds Marner, has Eichel, obviously. We've seen Theodore glued to Eichel's hip throughout the last season or two, I guess, when Eichel's been healthy. Like, I don't expect that to change. I think the minutes will skyrocket with no Petrangelo, with defensive work involved for Theodore as well. So 75-1 Shea Theodore. I am definitely locking this as one of my 3 bets. So
Okay. Nothing against it. I can't bet it
cool.
here in the great state of New Dork.
Yes. Anything you can bet on, I think you or sorry, anything you vote on, you can't bet on is sort of
Yes,
like the
exactly. So
yeah.
we're the last one I can't bet on right now, and that is the
Heart.
Heart, I believe. Yep.
Right
Yeah.
away, if Mikko Rantanen is a top 5 point getter, I do wonder if he's very much in the running, given the story of uh, him signing in Dallas.
Yeah.
I do expect him to lead the team in points. Like I don't like. Yes, Robertson could in theory. Rupe Hintz could, but the only issue is do people just see it as the Miro Heiskanen team? I don't know. So
The best player on the best team in Dallas, Miro Heiskanen and everybody. Don't disagree. I just look at Connor McDavid and say, I'm not playing
all
reindeer
right,
games. I mean, the
that's
only
fair.
reason you click off of McDavid is because you think he's going to miss time for like they're a lock for the playoffs and this and that. But like he is really no other reason to click anyone else.
Okay,
So no thanks.
fair enough. Points leader, I think, is the exact same story, if not even stronger. Where it's just really
Yep.
tough to see an outlier get there. So the Rocket, I think, is one we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
because DJ, we saw a quote from Mr. McDavid the other day.
I mean, he wants to score 50 or 60 goals. That's what he said. I mean, that's just the way it is. Like, and I think the thing about it with Connor McDavid is you might think like, well, if he wanted to score 50 or 60 goals, why wouldn't like if he thinks he can do that? But like if he changes the way he plays to become a more of a goal scorer and less of a passer, like he will uptick in goals, I think, by that amount. So I think if that's the angle they're taking, if like Zach Hyman just cannot carry water, and that's probably fucking true, and they want to separate him and
Yep.
Leon Draisaitl, then like I really could see it, like them just changing their identity instead of picking up the Arvidssons and the Skinners. They go out and get maybe other guys that can fill different roles and allow McDavid to shoot more. So I'm betting this 22-1 odds. I'm gonna shop it a little bit because I can, and I don't have a bonus bet to click on here potentially, but I might use it here. I don't know. But yeah,
Yep.
I'm clicking the button. I mean, I think that quote
Okay.
and like there's no reason he can't do it.
During an interview with Sportsnet Mark Spector, McDavid said, quote, I want to prove that scoring 50 or 60 is not a one-off, with his dog Lenny barking in the background. I've had 50 goals, I've had 100 assists, and I like the goals a little bit more. Yeah,
Me
you
too.
sold me, Connor. I'm in. I
Sold.
mean, you get a former winner. You get a former winner of the Rocket, Richard, like at 22-1, saying I'm gonna do the goals thing this year. Who am I not to believe Connor McDavid?
Odds on FanDuel are
All
18 to
right.
1, 22 to 1 on DraftKings. I'm going to check MGM and I'm going to check Bet ESPN quickly. But like I did look at FanDuel yesterday and I noticed like, oh man, this is actually better on DraftKings than FanDuel.
Interesting.
Let me go to
All right. We have a
okay.
market for most points in October. I
Buffalo
pulled
Sabres.
up I pulled up the schedule planner from Dobber Hockey. In the month of October, Boston plays 13 games. The Sabres only play 11, unfortunately. Those 7 of them are at home. That leads the league outside of Boston in number of home games in October. So here again are the odds. Where are they? Here they are. We see Boston. There's not really much value there. It seems like they caught on 20 to 1, playing 13 games. The rest of the league plays 12, 11, or 10, 20 to 1 for Boston. The Sabres are 75 to 1. You know, if they start 10 and 1 or something, like clearly 20 points should be in the running for that. But I don't know. It feels a little far fetched at just 75 to 1. Um, any teams like jump out at you right off the bat at the higher end?
I just not really. I mean, I
Okay.
think
All right.
I like the other markets more. Checked no MGM offer for McDavid, and ESPN is 15 to 1. So DraftKings a pretty substantial lead in that market for McDavid to win the Rocket.
Yep.
Didn't need the
All right.
extra proof, but yeah, I'm clicking the damn button. What do you think? Should I use my $20 bonus bet on McDavid? Yeah, I think I do. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And then I will concede the floor. I have the Cutter to lead the league in shots on goal for $5 to win 1,500, and McDavid my $20 bonus bet that I have. But let's listen to the rest.
Okay. Um, President's Trophy winner. Obviously, last year it was Winnipeg. They to repeat are 25 to 1. Florida, Carolina, Vegas are your leaders. Um, yeah, actually, wait, did Washington? No, it was Winnipeg, right? Or was it Washington? Whatever. They were the 1 seed in each conference. So they're both 25 to 1 to do it again. Whoever did it.
Um, I don't know. This market doesn't really give me a whole bunch of interest. I think
Right.
yeah, there's what was the player I picked out for you that I was wondering your opinion on? I'm trying to find if they're listed. I guess they're not. Um, Theodore for 70 plus points is plus 450. Um,
Yeah.
I thought no, maybe I'm wrong. I thought Donato was like plus some crazy number, but I guess he's not listed for 70. Never mind.
Interesting.
I thought he's listed for 60 plus money, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
These markets are just so juiced because there's no under to bet,
Yeah,
so they're just raking over the coals, I think. Igor to score a goal, 75 to 1. Any interest?
not today.
I don't know. All right. Back to the team futures. Stage of elimination is kind of interesting. This gets you the plus money, obviously.
Yeah,
The first round exit for the Kings plus 150 is very funny to me. I don't know. Just most teams, it's like miss playoffs is the most likely thing, or something else. But Toronto and LA, it's like yeah, first round exit, the most likely thing. Like just you got it. You sniff this out there, Mister DraftKings odds maker. I wanted to get your thoughts on the Atlantic Division winner because I mean we saw the thing from Dom earlier about the Sabres and their cup odds and make the playoffs and all that, but then it made me think like we're dealing with 5 times more likely to win the division Ottawa Senators and 3 times more likely to win the division Montreal Canadiens. I I I don't know. Like Florida, Tampa, Toronto just don't scare me as regular season teams. Obviously, Tampa was really good last year, got a little unlucky with their goal differential to not win the division. Florida, we know, doesn't give a shit. Toronto, they could be worse without Marner. And then the teams I just mentioned, like Buffalo at 40 to 1 to only have the beat, 6 of these teams is a little bit interesting to me. So what are your thoughts on like if you were to bet the Sabres like a true homer, how would you do it?
I think I go back to the same well of last year and bet on Lindy Ruff to win the Coach of the Year award if it's
Hmm.
offered. I don't even know if I didn't see it.
It's
So,
only offered in New Jersey, so I would need to do that in the great state of New Jersey.
I mean, again, it's like to me, it's if they make the playoffs, someone's going to get rewarded for it. I think handsomely, and it makes the most sense to me that it's the very, very old coach that gets this team to 97, 98 points. Not quite enough to win the division. I think I would debate between the two. If Lindy Ruff was around 40-1 and the Sabres to win the division was around 40-1, I mean, both of them. If the Sabres win the division, you bet your sweet Bippy he's winning Coach of the Year. You know what I mean? So it's like, are you better served by betting him to win Coach of the Year and giving yourself a little bit of grace if like any team goes a little bit too crazy, but not too like, I mean, like Tampa goes for 110 and they get 105. Like he's probably winning Coach of the Year. You know what I mean? You give yourself a little bit of grace if you can find the book.
I don't know what just happened here. According to Vegas Insider, Lindy Ruff is 25-1.
Yeah, I mean,
not quite as like last year was like 40 or 50, I think, that we got it.
Yeah, they've caught on to us because we were actually smart, but we were just early.
Well, I don't know what happened here. But okay, so the Sabres, maybe not a bet you want to make then on the division or anything of the sort. Any interest in cup odds? I know I gave a plea for Anaheim the other day. We could do conference, division,
Let's just talk cup odds and get out of here before we go on too long. I'm not really all that interested in these markets. I think if you have a stance, go for it. I really don't right now, and maybe I'll revisit this before the season starts, but nothing gets me going too crazy. Let's pick a cup team and get out of here. I mean, I last year hung my head on the Dallas Stars. Don't know if I'm against it this year. I think they're getting a little bit underrated by the media. I almost want to wait on it a little bit, see if it gets better, shop it around. I don't really know what, like, unless if they trade Robertson, which makes at this point doesn't really seem like that's going to be the case. Like, I think they're the most complete team in the league. Miro Heiskanen back at 100%. They have two, I think, upper echelon defensemen that are top pairing guys. They have at least 3 forwards, I believe, very heavily in, and one of the best goalies in the league. So don't really see a hole. The West is going to be a gauntlet. I mean, Vegas, Colorado, the Oilers every year, and Dallas. It's really tough to pick between the 4. The East feels a little bit more open. I think on the East side, I like the Devils at their odds comparatively to the rest of the market. Again, I think they have a number 1 goalie. I think Luke Hughes has taken a good step in the right direction if he comes back at full health. You still have Dougie Hamilton plus Siegenthaler and others that I think are good defensive players, plus 2 of the best centers in the league, frankly. Like, I think Nico Hischier should be talked about a lot higher. That's what you need to win a Stanley Cup. That's what you need to be a dominant team. So, I like the Devils to, that could be a conference champion bet. Honestly, I don't know. But those are kind of the 2 teams I'm coming back to quite a bit. And the West is a little bit harder than the East to course through. I think the East is a bit more open. And Florida doing it again, they're going to get away with it. No, I think the Devils are just as good and can really surprise some people this year.
Gosh, I wish I could be a Devil Slappy. I just can I actually do it?
You have to believe in the injuries not being a problem for Jack Hughes. Like that is the biggest hurdle for him to overcome. If he stayed healthy all season long, they were one of the best teams in, like, I don't know, like, look at them with Jack Hughes and without. It's a different team. But I think he's that good and he matters that much. But then again, so is Nathan McKinnon, so does Connor McDavid. I'm not saying he's quite as good as them, but like, all of these teams have a chance to fail. I think the one that could weather the storm the best is Dallas. But again, I don't know. It's tough.
I'm looking at Timo to lead the league in shots on goal, 200-1. Just trying to think out loud of a way to
betting. We're betting Cutter, sir.
I know, but not with the bonus.
Remember when this is supposed to be 30 minutes?
I do. All right, so I'm gonna say the Theodore Norris, the McDavid goals, and I think I like the Igor to win the Jennings.
Yeah,
what are your thoughts on those 3 being our portfolio of bets?
I can only bet one of them personally, and I think my favorite one is honestly Igor to win the Jennings. Like, I think that is just like the craziest thing that's out there.
All right, so those will be the 3 bets. I will place those. I got logged out, so I'll do it on my phone. But that will be our 3 bonus bets. I hope you guys enjoyed the discussion.
Yeah, send me a picture. Send me a picture. I'll make a tweet too about it.
All right, we'll do. And yeah, we will be back. I don't know. You leave Wednesday, right?
Wednesday. That is the
Okay.
plan. I don't know if we're gonna record before or not.
I don't
Let's
think so.
maybe.
Stochastic streams Tuesdays.
Yep.
Um, I suppose we could shoot for Monday if you wanted, but
We'll see.
we'll see. I
We'll see.
mean, you probably want to get packing and shit, ready to go.
That's part of the weekend. I'm Friday. I'll be at a music festival, and then Saturday we're gonna be cleaning, and Sunday we're gonna be packing, cleaning, getting the last
Yeah,
things together. So yeah, I mean, it's a big trip. 12 days in Italy. So
yeah,
can't wait. Mamma
yeah.
mia, I believe, as they say in Italy.
Yes, manja manja. We may not see you before for that. So for my schedule, I do plan on doing something with John from the Badge Bros next week. I'm not sure if it'll be a live stream or a recorded video, but we've been talking about that. So that'll be coming, and then more stuff on this YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe to DJ as well at DJ Mitchell. If you don't know his YouTube by now, you should. But yeah, do all the things. Go draft an underdog, and we will see you when we see you. Any final thoughts, DJ?
Go Sabres.
Alrighty. Thank you all for tuning in. We will see ya.